Hey man, say man, what's happening with it, man? Welcome to the motherfucking Ghost Regime Network podcast by yours truly, Michael Story, man. And I'm gonna make this as quick and brief as possible, you know what I'm saying? Because we are acting up, so if I get cut off or whatnot, please bear with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll rock out as long as possible, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be as brief as possible, man, because I wasn't planning on doing a long broadcast. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Um, so let me get right to it. I mean, since this is a recorded live broadcast, man. Um, Greater business though, man. You know what I'm saying? We got our guy. You know what I'm saying? We got AP, man, Antonio Pierce, who given 9 games, man, to this thing and showcase what he's capable of, man, led us to a 5-4 record, man, during the stretch of the last 9 games after Josh McDummy was fired. So I attempted to do this earlier. So let me try to do this again, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give a recap that was happening in recent memory in regards to the Raiders. So let's go back. You know, uh, Dennis Allen, you know what I'm saying, was our head coach, you know what I mean? He drafted Derek Carr, got rid of him, our Jack Real. Jack Real, our team, man, from disrespectful, respectable, man. And we ended that season, I think, on a 12-4 record. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Derek Carr first round because we had Jackson Malone. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, baby. It's on the line on Jack Del Rio. You know what I'm saying? That try to follow up. You know what I'm saying? With success, Mark Davis got more ambition, got more ambitious, and thought he was trying to bring the pastors behind John Root. Yeah, man. 10 year, $100 million contract, which is essentially $10 million a year. You know what I'm saying? And John Gruden, let's just be honest. John Gruden inherited a playoff team. What he would do was destroy and rebuild because it did not fit his personality. I don't understand his personality shit with these coaches. Um, Coach to me can work with what he got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna follow up that if I know as I go on. But so John Gruden getting all this slow around, you know what I'm saying? But back on buddy bullshit that these NFL executives behind closed doors when they really reveal how they feel about the motherfuckers that make the league look like something. You know what I'm saying? Rules or live on however this shit went. I don't care. Told y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Don't sweat the small shit, man. You know, these technical difficulties may happen. But anyway, Maybe it's, maybe since I'm telling the truth, maybe that's why my stream yard keep fucking up. I don't care. I'm gonna rock out anyway. I'm gonna finish this though. Um, so due to the backyard BS, man, that was going on in the NFL, John Gruden had to let go. Enter Rich Bisaccia. Bisaccia, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being one of those coaches like the past coaches we have that just quit when shit seemed bleak within the Raider organization, you know, he took the team from being on the verge of quitting to galvanizing them and went and leading them, willing them into the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that. I mean, I probably seen one of the most epic Raider Charger games ever, man. You know what I'm saying? And instead of selling it for the tie, you know what I'm saying? We put a dagger in it, man. I was feeling that. That was, I feel like that warranted Rich Bisaccia. You know what I'm saying? Getting it going ahead. But now, once again, genius Mark Davis. Once again, the dude who simply just took over because the great Al Davis died, thinking that he knows better than everyone else. He does the unthinkable. Out of all the better coaches we could have got, he went after Josh McDummy, a coach who is known for failing, known for not having the locker room. It almost doomed from the start. Although I will give them, they made some good signings, man. I'm feeling the Devontae Adams trade, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, they slighted Carr in order to make it happen. It made a blunder by letting Carr go. And I'm not a Kardashian, as they call it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not against Carr either. Carr, you know what I'm saying, never had a defense that looked anything like the defense that looked what it looked like under Antonio Pierce. Imagine if we still had Carr. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Instead of fulfilling the contract that he made with Derek Carr, you know what I'm saying? They threw Carr under the bus for all the failures and they let him go, which is my problem because they let him go without a viable option. They had no viable option. Let's go back. When the Raiders had Rich Gannon, even when we start to feel like Rich Gannon couldn't throw the ball downfield, what did they do? They brought in his replacement, who they thought would be his replacement. They brought in Kerry Collins because Kerry Collins was known for throwing the ball downfield. And indeed, Rich Gannon started launching that thing on field. The Jerry Rice in there, man. But, Kerry Collins was the obvious choice to succeed Rich Gannon. Let's go back. Kenny Stabler, Daryl LaMonica, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Al Davis wouldn't never put the horse before the carriage, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a viable backup option. These dudes cut ties with Carr and had no viable backup option, and it was doomed. Almost. They brought in Jimmy Garoppolo, thinking that he's going to finish off, bring in whatever tradition that he had, because he came in with a pretty respectable quarterback record, a winning record. But then again, he was under Dennis Allen. You know what I'm saying? And the 4 games he won with the Patriots, that was at a different time. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, come to find out, dude couldn't throw the ball beyond 15 yards, man. We got wide receivers that stretch the fucking field, but you got a quarterback that can't throw the ball beyond 15 yards. So what suffered this year was Josh Jacobs' running game. Anybody who knows football understands that the running game works when the passing game works. Because in order for the running game to work, that means that the defense have to have a fear of being slighted by a quarterback electing to run, pass option, and throw the ball downfield. We have several downfield threats. Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, who they finally start using, right? And Devontae can kill you downfield. You know what I'm saying? Instead, we had to hamper not only Josh Jacobs' running game, but under McDummy, we could not go downfield with Garoppolo. Okay. You got a clear sign, even though he had a clear sign of how to turn that around. When that first charging game came around, Aiden O'Connell Yeah, he had what, 5 fumbles that game or 3 fumbles that game or not. Khalil Mack had 7-5, what, five. He broke a record. He had several sacks in Aiden O'Connell, because Aiden O'Connell, being that it's his first game, you know what I'm saying, did not master the art of getting rid of the ball fast enough early on in the game. But once he finally figured that out, because they stuck with him, if you notice how Aiden O'Connell changed it around, how he improved during that one game, that's when I started to believe in AOC. When I saw that he had the ability to improve during the game, and even though he eventually threw a game losing interception, we have to give him props because he put us in a position to win at the end. Most of the time, we would have just quit. He kept playing. Salutes to that dude. So I believed in him ever since. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they went right back with Jimmy Garoppolo again, which I don't know why, because we went right back to mediocrity, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is, I believe that McDaniels wanted. I don't believe that he wanted us to succeed, period. I think that, I don't know what he was thinking, but he was not trying to win. Everyone under that room, that, I mean, reality, history proves my point. He did not want to win, and I've been saying it. So let's go back. Who was that? Brian Hoyer came in one game, I think on his first play. No, first or second play. Threw the ball downfield, man, to Trey Tucker, man. 50-yard bomb. That was the first time a ball been thrown that far that season. And I think we was like four games into the season. And that's the first time the ball being thrown that far down the field with any quarterback under center outside of Aiden O'Connell. How is that? Josh McDaniel, I mean, yeah, he needed to be fired. So, you know what I mean? They did the Raider way, fired him, and that week general manager on Halloween, which I think it was a it was a victory. It was a win by way of subtraction, but it did hamper us, man, because we wind up losing out on some good free agents that we could have got for dirt cheap. You know what I mean? We could have got Chase Young, man, for fourth round draft pick. This is before Malcolm Kuntz started to emerge. Okay, so McDermott get fired. Enter Antonio Pierce with 9 games left in the season. A coach that everybody already knew and that they already believed in. The whole locker room, not just one side of the ball, the whole locker room. It galvanized people. No one knew what was to happen, but seeing is believing, man. They believed in the results, that he had the ability to help them play at their best. They also had a rookie offensive coordinator who never called a game before, who was out other than that. Otherwise, a quarterbacks coach in Bo Hardegree. You know what I mean? In addition, they made one of the best decisions. They benched Jimmy Garoppolo, who was away. You know what I'm saying? And went with Aiden O'Connell. Seeing what I'm seeing, I thought to that. I'm like, man, I don't see how they didn't see what I've been seeing. They put O'Connell in, knowing that he's obviously a better choice. They should have kept Chase Roberts. Um, at least they would have a back mobile quarterback that knew the system. And I don't care what nobody says. Roberts looked good to me. You know what I'm saying? He definitely looked better than Garoppolo. You know what I'm saying? I think he definitely would have won over Garoppolo for sure. And but anyway, so O'Connell comes and you really see the difference. You know what I'm saying? People open up. When they're able to throw the ball downfield, um, Yeah, so I'm back. You know what I mean? Got kicked out of my own broadcast again, but anyway, so you saw the difference with the Raiders, man, under under this guy, man, and the defense started playing like demons. And I tell you this, Jack Del Rio was a defensive coach. He's the only other defensive coach that the Raiders intentionally hired in recent memory. You know what I'm saying? And you see how we looked under Jack Del Rio. That's the last time we had a 12-4 record under Jack Del Rio. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is about defensive coaches, but they seem to be a little bit fair and objective in allowing the offense do what they do and not trying to control everything. And they control what they were able to control. We had Derek Carr for about or for nearly 10 years. It never looked the way it looked under 9 games with Antonio Pierce. That team, that defense went from dead last or the bottom last defenses in a lot of categories to a minimum of top 10 and number one in this category. In 9 games with Antonio Pierce, Derek Carr never had a defense that played like that in the whole tenure with the Raiders. You seen with Aiden O'Connell, say what you want to say. I mean, he had all these dudes falling in love with these draft quarterback. I'm not saying we didn't a quarterback. I'm not saying we not. I mean, we need competition at the quarterback position. I mean, personally, I love Michael Penny Jr. coming in and challenge AOC for that position. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, that's AOC now. AOC is 5-4 with he 5-4 with Antonio Pierce. With Antonio Pierce quarterback, he's 5-4 with Antonio Pierce. All in all, he's 6. He's 5-5 all time because he had that one game loss. But you know what I mean. You know, I don't really blame too much of him on that game out the way he played, balling during that game. So all this talk about all these dudes falling in love with these quarterbacks coming out of college. These dudes have not played one snap in the NFL, nor proven or demonstrated that they can win an NFL game. Some of them, the most haunted quarterbacks that everybody's talking about, got smacked during their bowl games. You know what I'm saying? Got smacked during their bowl games, and I think one of them, Caleb Williams, I think USC got knocked out, man. Last time I saw him playing a significant game, he was crying. So I personally, I don't trust USC quarterbacks. I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is garbage and none of that, but I don't trust USC quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Carson Palmer, man, all the rest of them were at best mediocre. At best, Mark Sanchez had a couple of good years under Rex Ryan with the Jets, but outside of that, you know what I mean? I just don't trust him. Um, you know what I mean? You know, as far as we know, he can be the second coming of Matt Leinart. You know what I mean? But what I can count on is the quarterback that's under there right now, the one that started for us, the one that everybody believes in, the one we know is probably one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. Let me make that case. One of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. He does not throw that many interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's had some bad games, he's a rookie, but he didn't do that bad for a rookie getting his chance, man. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is you build on that. Get your right tackle. Get you probably throwing a guard in there. You know what I mean? You need to solidify that position just like Coach Miller solidified on that left side. I'm thinking defensive tackle in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Even though the defensive tackle position has become, under AP, I mean, I don't know what happened, but all of them, these are the same players everybody was talking about was our weakest ones on the team prior to AP taking over. All of a sudden, they playing like demons. You know what I'm saying? On demon time. That defensive tackle was in. They moved Tyree Wilson on the inside, which I'm feeling that. I think that's smart. But we still need a stud defensive tackle, and it wouldn't hurt, you know what I'm saying, to go after a defensive end to give Malcolm Kuntz some additional push, even though Tyree is still officially a defensive end as well, who he's a swing D end who play defensive tackle as well. It's good to have versatility. You know what I'm saying? I think that our secondary, our cornerback position was answered with the signing of Jack Jones. I ain't saw a cornerback play like that for the Raiders in, whew, you know what I'm saying? Nate Hobbs, Jack Jones, the way Young and Meek been playing, I don't trust Jacorian Bennett right now. Jacorian Bennett he ain't showed me nothing as a starter that gives me optimism about him. He's done nothing but get burnt. I don't care how fast he is. He's did nothing to show me that, you know what I mean? No, I don't trust him. Maybe on special teams, but no, I don't trust him. You know what I mean? So, probably could pick a one. Will they bring back Josh Jacobs? They should. If the money, I love Josh. I love JJ. What I love even more is that Zeus is stepping up. When the Raiders has been at their best, I'm talking about championship Raiders. We've always had a running back by committee. Let's go back to recent memory. Let's not forget Charlie Garner, Tyrone Wheatley, Zach Crockett. Let's not forget that three-headed monster. Let's go back to the 80s. Bo Jackson and Allen. Jackson and Allen. That's probably the best damn backfield ever in NFL history. That's a Super Bowl winning backfield right there. Was Bo Jackson with us, man? Was he with us when we won that Super Bowl? I think so. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. You know what I mean? JJ need help. You know what I mean? He needs that if he's going to come back. You know what I mean? Now, Zeus got to show me that he can continue and follow up on that. But I like that. But what I love even more is the fact that Mark Davis finally listened to his players. Listened and felt the energy. Fuck hearing anything. Like Bruce Lee said, don't look, don't feel, don't hear, feel. Ain't that what Bruce Lee said? Into the Dragon when he smacked it, he said, feel, don't think, feel. So you got to feel that. They felt that. Finally, Mark Davis felt the damn energy in the locker room and hired that guy, man. Finally, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got something to build on. You know what I mean? But I'm going to reiterate, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling in love with no quarterbacks in this draft, man, who has never taken a snap in the NFL, who we do not know what they look like, man, at the NFL. When we got a quarterback that we have won with this quarterback. You know what you got, AOC. That's not saying, that's not anointing. Yeah, I think every position on the football team is better when you have competition at that position. So, yeah. If you go bring in a Michael Penix or somebody that's challenging and make that position better, either way, great. That's great for the team. Again, if you remember, you know what I'm saying? We had Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was the guy. But when they felt like Rich Gannon couldn't throw down the field, who did they bring in? They went to Tennessee and got Kerry Collins, man. You know what I'm saying? Which made Rich Gannon, because the knock on Rich Gannon was that he couldn't throw the ball downfield. Okay, so what did Rich Gannon start doing when he brought in Kerry Collins? He started launching that motherfucking ball downfield. You know what I'm saying? He started launching that thing, man. Even though Kerry Collins didn't do much for us anyway, I mean, shit went to hell, man, after that Super Bowl win. But you know what I mean? It's just you don't get rid. You got to have a viable backup in the age. Especially when you have a quarterback that's not particularly mobile, although I think he's mobile enough. You know what I mean? We don't know if he's mobile or not. I don't want to say he can't. I don't want to say he can't run. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know yet. You know what I mean? Honestly, personally, I felt like we should have kept Chase Garbers because Chase Garbers was better than Brian Hoyer or Jimmy Garoppolo. But You know what I mean? We got a lot to work with right now. I think they say we like 45, $48 million under the salary cap right now. You know, so we have all of our draft picks. I'm hearing some of these sports talk YouTubers talk about trading the fucking farm to move up. This is why you guys are YouTubers instead of NFL executives, because you're a dumbass if you think that you trade the fucking farm for some quarterbacks that you don't know what the fuck they go do. Let's not forget Caleb Williams. The last time we saw him, man, you know what I'm saying, was a loser in a significant. You know what I'm saying? Even my Michael Penix, man, lost in a significant game. These are college games. They didn't look the same, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be even worse once they get to the NFL. The worstest NFL team, man, is better than your best college football team on any day, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that any of these teams beating the Carolina Panthers or the Washington Redskins? No, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? You know? So if you having problems in the bowl games, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the management. You know, you can learn a whole lot about them at that. That's why I like Aiden O'Connell, because Aiden O'Connell played at a school, even though they wasn't a highly winning program, but he played in a pro style offense, and he played he played in a team. He played on the team that did not have that much talent, and he thrived. In the NFL as a starter, Aiden O'Connell is probably one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL in 2023. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. I mean, not just as a rookie, but as an NFL quarterback, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the math in front of me how many picks he threw, but you know what I mean. I like what I saw. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot to build on there at that position, man. You know what I'm saying? But the most important part, we have continuity for once. Derek Carr never got continuity. Never. We never that brother never got continuity. He never had nobody who consistently, you know what I mean, stuck with him. You know what I mean? Well, he was the constant, but he never had continuity, and he never had a top flight defense. Within 9 weeks, AP took a defense from disrespectful to respectable. Within 9 weeks, that got him the job. That that made, I mean, the players play, not the coaches. The coaches coach, but them players played under him, man, in ways that we ain't saw a defense play. Whew, I'm 43. I haven't saw. I mean, the last defense that I saw play close to that, man, was our playoff contending team in the early 2000s, man, under the helm of Gruden and Bill Callahan with Rich Gannon at the helm, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about your Charles Woodsons, man, your Bill Romanowski, your Sam Adams, your Eric Allens. You know what I'm saying? Man, whew, that make me long, man. I'm telling you, I still watch some of the old games. I don't know about y'all, man, but that's all I had, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch on that, man. Breaking news again. You know, Rich Gann. Antonio Pierce is the motherfucking head coach. Raiders. Real holler though, man. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel, man. Subscribe to your guy, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not monetized yet. Anyone who wants to contribute, man, the cash app is right there on my namesake right there. Michael Scarry 31. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the support. We've been going up. We go get back. We got some interviews and things coming along. And some of y'all might ask, man, I'm covering the Raiders, man. And typically I do interviews on artists, but it's Raider Nation. It's town business, man. I'm from West Oakland, man, of course. You know what I mean? And Gene Upshaw is my cousin, one of my first cousins on my mama's side. Actually, one of my grandmama cousins, man. Everybody in my family that I noticed in the football is Raiders, and I wouldn't give a fuck if they went to China, man. They gonna always be the Oakland Raiders, though. You know what I mean? So I cover that too. You know what I'm saying? As a short sports segment. You know what I mean? But we're gonna be getting back to our interviews. We got some interviews coming up. We got Miss Tamara Rashawn, I believe, coming up. We're gonna have Mr. Octavius Miller. We're gonna have Pippin Ken. We're gonna have, we gonna have some guys and gals on this podcast, man, coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna also go get into doing panels on here, man, to talk about the day's topics and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Only requirement, man, is respect. It's come respectful because disrespect will not be tolerated in the ghost regime, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, um, I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the love. And we out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what these Raiders look like in 2024. I'm not saying Super Bowl, but I'm just saying, man, hey, man, say, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't on one.